What's up everybody? Welcome back or to the channel. So what we're going to be doing today is debadging my wife's 2018 Ram Cummins truck. So the main purpose of doing this is because for one, I think it looks better. And for two, on the rear badge on the tailgate, we actually got a more custom replacement badge that we're going to be putting there, which means I have to take the old one off anyways. So the main purpose of today's video is really just going to be showing you how I tend to remove the factory badges off my vehicles. Again, there are multiple ways of doing this. Again, I try to do it with the least amount of chemicals so I'm not damaging the paint. So what I tend to do is do it on a really hot day, which it's really hot today. As you can see, I'm sweating. It's like 95 and humid here in Western Pennsylvania. So today is a great day for doing this. Now, if you want to debadge your vehicle on a non-hot day, you could do so by using a blow dryer or maybe a heat gun, because you want to make sure you're heating up the emblem you want to remove so that the glue or adhesive loosens up so that you can actually just rip the whole emblem off, and then we'll have to worry about taking off the actual left behind adhesive. So there are multiple ways of taking off the left behind adhesive. What a lot of people do is use Gooby Gone or some other kind of chemical to actually break down the adhesive and just keep rubbing it away. Or what I like to use is a rubber adhesive removing wheel. You just hook it up to a drill and it's super simple and easy. So without further ado, let's take a closer look at the badges we're going to be removing today, and I'll show you how I take care of that. Let's jump in. So this is the badge we're going to be taking off right here, which is just a very large 3D version of the Ram emblem on the back of the truck. Again, it's just not very nice. I'm not a big fan of it, and she wants to get rid of some of the chrome and replace it. Now, just to show you what I put on my truck, which is what we're doing on hers, we put a streamlined one on here. Now, pardon the dirt. We got this nice gloss black and matte black American flag here. So we're going to be putting one of these on her truck. But before we do that, we actually have to take the old logo off. We're also going to be taking this off right here. This piece right here. Okay, we're going to leave the Cummins one on the front, but we're going to take this off right here. So again, to take these off, primarily because it's such a hot day, we're just going to pretty much grab behind them because the adhesive behind here is already hot and already kind of flexible. So we're just going to rip those off, and then we're just going to use our rubber wheel to grind off any excess adhesive that's left behind. And we're going to do the same thing on the passenger side door as well. So let me show you the rubber wheel that I'll be using. So this right here is the rubber wheel that I tend to use when taking off adhesive off my vehicles. It works really well. You can actually buy these online in multiple places. I'll put a link in the description if you want to grab one off Amazon. All you're going to do, stick it in your drill and just grind away at it, and the rubber is going to heat up and take a lot of that adhesive off without actually damaging your paint. Now, if you sat in one spot for too long and really had a powerful drill, you could eventually wear away some of the finish of your paint. So you got to be still a little bit more mindful and careful when using these, but these are a lot less abrasive on your paint than, say, maybe a really harsh chemical. So without further ado, let's go ahead and rip a couple of these badges off, and then we'll jump into grinding off the adhesive. So let's go get this done. Okay, now I try to just get these off with just my fingers, but sometimes it's easier to use a panel pry tool like these. You can get these online for dirt cheap, a couple bucks. They're not expensive, or you can buy them in a kit. And just basically get it in there just to get behind there a little bit and use a little bit of leverage. Okay, like this. And then peel it off. So we'll get these nameplates taken off here. Okay, so as you can see here, I just went ahead and took all of the emblems off. And as you can see, there's just that sticky residue left behind. Now, again, you can always try to get in here with your fingernail and try to peel off some of the excess stuff that you can actually just get your thumb and fingers on. So I would always recommend trying to peel off what you can with your finger first. Then, once you pretty much got everything taken off that you can get, then we could just go ahead and use the rubber wheel to get off the rest. So let me just go through here with my finger, peel off some of the heavy stuff first. Now again, when you're using your fingers to take some of this off, just get your finger in there to get a little roll started, and then you can just take your thumb and try to rub it. As you rub it, it kind of rolls out of the way. Let's see if I can get this on camera to show you what I mean. But use your fingernail to get it started, and then just roll your thumb. And as you can see, it kind of rolls it out of the way. Like this. Okay. Just like that. So let me keep working on this and we'll be right back. Okay, so I just wanted to show you that I did get a lot of the heavy adhesive off with just my fingers. Now keep in mind, this might not always be the case, because if your vehicle maybe is older or maybe is in a different climate, your adhesive might not be still rubberized. It might just be really hard and not flexible, and you might not be able to get it off with your fingers. So if that's the case, you can still use the rubber wheel to grind away at the thick stuff, and that's what I'm going to show you here in a minute. That's why I left this bottom piece on. So let's go ahead and try to get some of this off here, and then I'll show you that it can also take this off as well. So you basically just want to take the side flat edge of your wheel and just rotate it up against the flat side. You could always use it on an angle to get into tighter corners or crevices, but on a flat surface like this, you just want to keep it flat. So let's go ahead and get some going. It's almost done. As you can see, this M that used to be here is pretty much almost all gone. Okay, almost gone there. Now let's start working on some of the thicker part here, just to show you that the rubber wheel can take that off as well. So let me grind through some of that. Okay. There you go. So as you can see here, I took that whole chunk off in the matter of seconds. Now, this rubber wheel is going to make taking the chunkier stuff off faster, as I said before. But if you want to make your rubber wheel last as long as possible, I would say try to get some of the rubber off with your fingers first, and then use the rubber wheel to get the leftover stuff off. But overall, these type of rubber wheels take this off in no time at all. So let me keep working on this. Let me get the other badges taken off, and we'll come back and I'll show you how it all looks here shortly. Be back in a second. Okay, so we're back, and I went ahead and I got all of the adhesive removed with the rubber wheel. It will leave behind like a dusty debris, so make sure you wash your vehicle after that. Now you can always take a rag with a little bit of WD-40 or Gooby Gone or something like that, just a small amount, and rub over that area to get any excess glue or adhesive off that might not have came off with the rubber wheel. But for the most part, the rest of this adhesive has been taken off and the paint has been fairly protected. So let me use the hose to rinse this off. Okay. There you go. Now, as you can see, there might be a slight discoloration in your paint, but again, that's usually common when you're dealing with an emblem. But if you go over and wax it and use some really good paint detailing products to really get in there and rub it in there, a lot of times that imperfection will go away or at least blend in. But overall, it came off pretty easy. It looks pretty good. I'll probably hit it with a little bit of wax later and we'll be good to go. But that right there is how I typically debadge my vehicles. Again, it's not very hard, just a little bit time consuming, and it ends up looking really, really well. So let me go ahead and finish up removing the rear badge and the passenger door badge. Let me clean all that up and we'll come back and we'll put our new badge on the back tailgate. So we'll be back in just a second. Okay, so we just got done debadging everything. We got the driver's side door done. We got the rear tailgate done back here. That's all done. And we got the passenger door done over here as well. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is just go ahead and give the whole truck a little bit of a quick bath, because when you're using that rubber wheel to take a lot of that adhesive off, you will get covered in grime like this. It's just dirty, grimy stuff. It'll get everywhere. So make sure you're using goggles and maybe some type of mask or respirator just in case, so you're not breathing any of those particles in. But again, after you're all done, go ahead and give everything a quick bath. I'm going to go ahead and do that now, and then we'll come back and then we'll start putting our new Ikonic Badge, American flag badge on the tailgate. So let me finish this up and we'll be right back. Okay, so we're back and we got everything debadged. Again, this rubber wheel for debadging your vehicle works fantastic. I use it all the time. We did go ahead and get everything washed. I got the whole truck washed. Everything's good to go. The back is all dry. So now what we're going to do is just take an alcohol swab and really clean this area. Even though I just washed the truck, I want to clean this area a little bit better. And then we're going to start installing our new rear tailgate badge. Now this tailgate badge is a really cool badge. I have it on my truck. Again, the company is called Ikonic Badges, and I usually buy stuff off them all the time. And here we go here. My wife wanted one of these, so I went ahead and got her one. So this right here is the gloss black version with the matte black stripes. Works really well. It already comes with the 3M tape on the back. So all you got to do is use a little bit of a alcohol swipe or some type of hand sanitizing wipe, because a lot of these are alcohol anyways. Just go ahead and wipe that area off, and then we're going to go ahead and stick this on. Today is actually a really good day to do this because it's such a hot, warm day out. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this sit on top of there. Let the sun really start to get at that 3M tape. We're going to use our alcohol swab, clean this area up, and then we're just going to stick the emblem on, hold it there for 20-30 seconds, and we should be good to go. Okay, so I went ahead and opened up my alcohol wipe here. Okay, this unfolded a little bit. It's nice and wet, which is what we want. And just start really getting in there and cleaning that area off. Doing this on a nice warm day, or at least in a nice dry, somewhat warm environment, makes this installation go a lot easier. But again, a nice hot summer day is preferred. Okay, so that's nice and clean. We'll take some of this red backing tape off. Okay, and then what I'll do on the sides, since the top is one piece, the sides are one piece each. I'm not going to take the whole sides off just yet. I'm just going to peel them down partially. Okay, so we got both sides folded down. Now what you want to do is just get in here and line it up. So I try to line it up with the bottom peak first, because you want it to kind of line up perfectly. Okay, that looks pretty good right about there. Got the top on. Lift the bottom. Let everything adhere, and then just put some pressure on it. Now again, you want to put some pretty good pressure on this for about 20 to 30 seconds straight. So again, that's what I'm doing here, like this. Okay, we're back, and it's been about a good couple minutes. I let this really kind of dry on here right now, so I've been putting a lot of pressure on it on and off. Let's get and peel our outside tape off. There you go. There is the new emblem on the truck, and that looks awesome. Nice and black. It's got the gloss black exterior with the matte black interior. It really gives it a cool look. It looks awesome, and I'm really happy with that, and I'm sure she's gonna love it too. But again, that's how simple it is to debadge your truck and put new emblems on. So again, I'm not gonna be putting anything on over here on the sides. We're just gonna leave that debadged because I think it looks a little bit better. But I do like this look on the back. That looks really good on the back tailgate. Again, I took the door badges off my truck, and I have the same emblem on the back of my truck too. It's just my truck's pretty dirty, but that's what the truck looks like with it debadged on the doors. Again, me personally, I just think it looks better. It doesn't look all cluttered up. It just gives it a nice, clean, streamlined look, and I think it looks awesome. So there you go. So that's it, everybody. I just wanted to show you how I debadge my vehicles. Again, it's very simple and easy. As long as you have the tools to do it, such as the rubber debadging wheel, that thing works like a charm. It really makes debadging your vehicle extremely easy. But overall, that's how easy it is to do. Again, you just pretty much do it on a warm day or use a heat gun or a blow dryer. Get the badge warmed up, get that adhesive warmed up, rip the badge off, try to peel some of the excess adhesive away with your fingers as much as possible. Then use your rubber debadging wheel to get off the rest. Wash it, wax it, you're good to go. If you want to put a new badge on, as I just showed you on the back over here, it's very simple and easy, but as long as you clean the surface with an alcohol wipe, you'll be good to go. So that's it for today's video. I hope it helps some of you out. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button, like this video. If you have any questions, put them in the comment section and I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. And also do me a favor, subscribe to the channel because it definitely helps me out and I greatly appreciate it. So that's it for today's video. I just wanted to say thank you again to each and every one of you. Thank you. I truly appreciate you all. And as always, see you in the next video.